Hello and welcome to the round 16 match between the Condors FC in the navy blue kit against the Perth Pumas in the red and white. Kickoff today will be the Condors FC, and team sheet for Condors we have number 12 Cristobal Zuniga in goals, number 16 Claudio Campesano, number 11 Oslin Escobar, number 8 Felipe Vera, number 2 Pablo Vargas, number 9, Lucas De Silva Correa. Number 14, Wilson Henriquez. Number 7, Fabian Espinoza. Sorry, my apologies. Number 17, Giovanni Migliorelli. And number 6, Christian Gomez. And for the Perth Pumas, we have number 21, Rama Elliott. Number 10, Kai Jan. Number 19, Amar Jahel. Number 2, Andre Ignachenko. Number 44, Matt Stephenson. Number 8, Gordon Tiong. Number 40, Yusho Nakayo. And number 11, Fionn Mulholland. And Campesano. Ball played forward by De Silva Correa, and it's cut out by Nakayo. And his ball cut out, and now De Silva Correa with a chance. He gets past Elliott, and Nakayo makes up for his mistake, giving the ball away. Corner ball for the Condors FC. Escobar played out to Campesano, who sent his shot wide. Elliott. Stephenson. Mulholland looks to play a back heel down the line, and it's touched by Campesano. Escobar. Finds Jean in the middle of the court, and he looks like he's sporting a bit of a black eye there, Kai Jean. Mulholland just sends that one past the front post. I think there will be a corner kick here. And of course, Rama Elliott starting in goals for the Perth Pumas, as Andre Ignachenko has picked up an injury just in the warm-up for this match. Zuniga plays it out to Campesano, I believe that is. Escobar gets the ball past Correa. And he plays it out of play. Stephenson on the kick-in. Stephenson down the line for Mulholland. Touched out of play by Escobar. Mulholland, touch to Stephenson, has Nakayo across the court. Nakayo brings it down, and he's dispossessed by Campesano. Sorry, that wasn't Campesano. No, that was Campesano, giving away the free kick. Oh, great ball forward, looking for the run of Atanasovici, and couldn't quite get on the end of it. It's a little bit too long from the Condors number 9, De Silva Correa. Oh, and that's a great ball over the top for Stephenson. He just needed to send that one to the back post. Kai Jan was making the run in. Mulholland. John with the shot, blocked by Escobar. Oh, and Stephenson trips over his own ankle. Oh, and Condors looking to take advantage of Stephenson on the floor and take the side kick quickly. Unfortunately, didn't quite put the ball on the line, and it's been turned over for a Perth Pumas kick-in, taken by Stephenson. He's managed to keep his feet on that one. Ball forward by De Silva Correa, and it's Back in possession with the Perth Pumas. Down the line for Mulholland. Oh, and the back heel works to that time, but Stephenson's run was into the middle of the D. He wasn't curving it around to the line, anticipating that back heel from Mulholland. And Migliorelli on the court now for the Condors side, subbing on for Tana Zavici. John tries to take on Escobar 1v1, and Escobar does well defensively there. John in the middle, great dummy by Mulholland, and the shot from Jahel almost into that top corner. And Zuniga, a very difficult goalkeeper to score against. He's got a extremely wide reach on him, a very tall guy. Stephenson to Jean, he takes a shot again, and it's a double deflection, unfortunately coming off his own player last. Mulholland sends it out, and it will be a Condors FC side kick in. Taken by Migliorelli. Finds Campesano, Migliorelli. Campesano again. Finds Escobar down the line, a little touch in the middle. It would have been a hard ball to control even if it found the feet of De Silva Correa. And Ignachenko finally able to make his way onto the court after sustaining an injury during the warm-up. Taking his place in goals for the Perth Pumas there, and Jahel does well to keep that ball in, and Campesano also does well, sliding that ball out. Stephenson plays Jean. He has time and space on that left-hand side, and that was a great ball, looking for Jahel's run at the back post. Cut out by Zuniga. De Silva Correa, ball cut out by Jean. Jean keeps it in play. Good footwork there by Kai Jean. Finds the feet of Jahel. Jean has Stephenson across the court, plays him in. And Stephenson has a great ball down the line, and again, Jahel's shot denied by Zuniga. Stephenson's shot denied by Migliorelli. Campesano finds De Silva Correa, and it's a good idea. Slightly poor execution. Ball perhaps could have been on the floor from De Silva Correa for the run of Migliorelli forwards. Jahel does well defensively, gets the touch in. Migliorelli forced to go backwards, and Vera on the court now for the Condors side, as well as the number 7, Espinoza. Jahel and plays Mulholland. We've just seen Tiong step on the court for Stephenson. Gordon Tiong, of course, recently playing in the state championships for WA and has previously played for Australia in the World Cup, and he's just given the ball away. That's why you should never praise players on the court. They'll always let you down. Jahel gets past De Silva Correa, and Tiong put that ball a little bit in behind Jean. Put him under a little bit of pressure, and the free kick's been given against Jahel. De Silva Correa. And Espinoza over the ball. No, Espinoza making his run to the front post. De Silva Correa over the ball. Migliorelli on the back post. Espinoza on the front. Vera looking for any balls that come out, and he's going to have to cover for this one. Zuniga with a big clearance there. Elliott on the court now. Finds John. Tiong, Jean, and Elliot's in behind. Oh, and that ball from Jean was a good idea. Espinoza having to use Zuniga and then having to use him again, and that's why a lot of teams will refrain from using their goalkeeper until they're really in trouble, because once he's had one touch, you can't use him again. Free kick here with Tiong and Elliot over the ball. Jahel is going to make his way into that back post, I believe. Yes, as he does right now. Tiong plays Jean. Little deflection there off Migliorelli. Jean eventually getting a secondary shot with a volley over the bar. It's great defensive positioning by Tiong. Tiong at the back. Bring the ball nice and deep. Jahel under pressure. He's going to have to play backwards. Migliorelli taking the last touch out of play there. Vera does well to intercept, but it's fallen back to the feet of John and ends up with Espinoza. The number 14 for Condors on the court now, Henriquez. A few complaints from the Pumas bench. I didn't quite see what happened there. Just trying to look up Henriquez's name, unfortunately. Missed that small passage of play. Tiong finds Elliot, and Elliot's plays Jahel all the way back to Tiong. He has time and space. Elliot had time and space, but Vera read it well. Tiong just steps in front at the last second there, and somehow Vera finds that pass to the number 14, Henriquez. The first goal of this match going the way of the Andinos. Nakayo back on the court for the Perth Pumas. My apologies. I said first goal going the way of the Andinos. It's the Condors. The Andinos was the last match that I commentated. That's a stray ball there from Tiong. Vera looks to go around Elliot. Will he get past him? Touch from Jahel, and Jahel's kept the ball in. There's almost a 3v2 for the Pumas. Migliorelli does well. Cut out by Migliorelli, and he's going to run himself into trouble here. Somehow draws the foul there. Migliorelli stepping off the court, and the number 13, Tanazovici, back on for the Condor side. Vera over the ball here. Tanazovici, ball forward, blocked by Tiong. Tanazovici plays in Vera. Espinoza, Vera again, and it's intercepted by Tiong. He's position-wise doing very well for the Perth Pumas, Gordon Tiong, intercepting a lot of balls in that last defensive third. Tiong, ball over the top, finds Jahel. Jahel brings it down. Can he keep it in play? He just needs to set Elliot, and the back roll was good, but the idea was good. It just needed a bit more power on it to find the feet of Rama Elliot. Elliot's going to shoot, and he sends that one wide. Zuniga. Tiong couldn't get in front of that one. But the ball still somehow finds Jahel. Now at the feet of Henriquez. the goal scorer. Escobar back on the court. Espinoza stepping off. Ignachenko, I think that might be the first time he's touched the ball this match. Could be wrong in play. Escobar looks to take on Elliott, and he gets dispossessed, and bit of panic there from Atanazovici. Just needed to shield that ball out of play, and he would have had possession back. Elliott on the side kick. Plays Nakao. Stephenson, who's now back on the court for the Pumas. Nakao. Elliott. Stephenson back post. Nakao can't slide that one goal bound. And now Pumas are going to have to work back to stop this quick counter from the Condors. Tiong. Stephenson, time and space again now for the Pumas, and that's a risky ball from Matt Stephenson. Somehow finds the feet of Tiong, and that was an excellent back roll, by Nakao for the run of Tiong. Tiong again, positioning-wise, playing excellently for the Pumas, and the Pumas want a handball for that one. I think it might have come off the chest of Escobar, but they will get the free kick for the foul. De Silva Correa put on Tiong there. Tiong over the ball, and the yellow card coming out of the pocket of Ton Claver for De Silva Correa, I think for dissent. As we all know, Ton Claver's not a referee to argue with. It's not really going to get you very far unless you're looking for a yellow card. And the Perth Pumas couldn't capitalise off that free kick, sending it out of play. Campusano sent that one high, and it was a nice touch from Tiong to the feet of Elliott, and he toe pokes that one, almost slipping it past Inigo. A great reflex save by the Condors keeper. Tiong puts it on his left foot. We all know that's his preferred foot. Touch from Stephenson. It'll be another corner kick. Escobar, got a little bit confused there, and he was not in the right position defensively and somehow managed to make his way back in and on the ball. The slide there from Escobar took the ball quite cleanly, I thought. Mulholland, ball through for Stephenson, and it's going to be a 1v1. Mulholland made his way back again. Tiong with the intercept. Finds Stephenson at the back post, and he could have just tapped that one in and slid it past Inigo. He chose to set up Nakao, and that might have been the best chance the Perth Pumas have had so far. Bit of a waste there by the Perth Pumas number 44. Migliorelli back on the court for the Condors side. De Silva Correa, great ball into the middle for Campusano, and he's given away a free kick. Stephenson, Tiong, back to Stephenson. Sole pressure by De Silva Correa. His team not really helping him defensively there. Oh, and that was a great ball by Nakao. Timeout's been called by the Condors side with 1:38 of stop clock left in this first half. I feel like so far this game has been fairly even between these two sides. Both sides having a fair few chances. Just looking at the stats now. You can see that possession favors the Pumas, 56% to 43%. And in terms of passing completion, also favoring the Pumas. So far, the stats not reflecting the score. And as we saw in the last men's Supa-Liga match, the stats really don't mean that much if you can't put the ball in the back of the net. And the Perth Pumas are definitely struggling to put the ball in the back of the net here against the likes of Cristobal Zuniga. And players restarted. De Silva Korea sending that ball high and wide. Jean to Jahel. Jahel back to Jean. Jean flicking forwards. Jahel's in behind, and that's a crucial touch from Camposano. Jahel be extremely dangerous in that position, unmarked. Jahel, he's going to put it on his left for the shot, and it's blocked by Escobar. Bit of a foot race, but Ignachenko cleans up. Nikeo, will he shoot? Yes, he will, and he sent that one wide. Escobar plays that long ball, and it's safely in the hands of Ignachenko, and he plays another long ball, cut out by Migliorelli. Camposano now looking forwards. Migliorelli in the middle, back to Escobar. He's pressed by Jahel, and the pressure pays off. Oh, almost. Mulholland couldn't quite get possession there. Camposano on the kick in. Doesn't have a lot of options short here. He's going to have to go long. Kicks it over the top. Oh, and a bit of a slip there from the Perth Pumas, Nikeo. Jean gets played in short by Ignachenko. Nikeo. Jahel. Mulholland, and that's a great run forwards by Nikeo. Jahel couldn't get through the two Condors defenders, and now we've got a 3v2 here as Nikeo and Jahel are slow to make their way back. Rolling foul called. The foul count so far is only 2 fouls for Perth Pumas and 4 fouls for the Condors. With only 26 seconds remaining, I doubt that's going to come into play in this first half. Migliorelli just dances around Jahel there, gets his shot off at the front post. Ignachenko covers it, and Jean puts that ball into a very dangerous area. And the volley from Escobar, narrowly missing that left-hand post. Jean Mulholland under pressure, finds Nikeo. What a touch forwards by Nikeo. And Jahel took a heavy touch there. All he needed to do was bring the ball under control. Jahel trying to put that ball into the D, and Cristobal Zuniga gets onto it quickly, sending it out for another corner kick. 9 seconds remaining. This might be the last chance in this first half for the Perth Pumas to even up the scores, as referee Annie Leyland fixes up the goal at that end of the court. Jill on the kick. Jean sends that one high. Zuniga. And I think, oh, no, I was just about to say Camposano's going to run out the clock, but he's found Silva Korea. And now Ignachenko going the other way. And the time has run out for the Perth Pumas in this first half. Just take a quick look at some of the halftime stats for you. First half stats for you. As you can see on your screen there, all of the stats favouring the Perth Pumas with a higher passing percentage, 70% over 63 to the Condors, and a higher possession percentage with 55% over 45% to the Condors. And even total shots, the Perth Pumas 15 total shots over the Condors 12, but in terms of shots on target, the Perth Pumas a little less clinical in front of goals than the Condors. Condors doubling the amount of shots on target that the Pumas have had. Only 3 on target for the Perth Pumas, which is a bit of a poor stat by the standard of players that the Perth Pumas have on the court. And they'll have to pick that up in the second half if they want to take any points away from this match. Referee Tom Claver calling teams back onto the court now. And the Perth Pumas with the kick in first in this second half, and Tiong instantly electing to keep the ball nice and deep and draw in the Condors defenders. Mulholland back to Elliott. John. Mulholland, and he flicks that ball down the line, but no one's there. Campesano, ball forward, Tiong cuts it out. Migliorelli touching that ball out of play from the feet of Mulholland. Mulholland to Tiong, to Jean. Jean has Tiong in the middle. Jean, Mulholland. Tiong, Mulholland, and that's a good touch by Mulholland. Facing forwards, Campesano, a crucial touch there. Touch out of play by Mulholland from the feet of Migliorelli. Migliorelli on the side ball. Back to Zuniga. Throws to play long, and that one's hit the roof. Mulholland to Elliott. Tiong. Mulholland. There's space in behind, but none of the Pumas so far making those runs in. It's a little bit static from the Pumas attack. Elliott to Jean. Back to Elliott. Jean again. Tiong finds Mulholland. Gets past Migliorelli. Has to go backwards. Elliott. Back to Tiong. Elliott draws in a player. Oh, and that's a good idea by the youngster Rama Elliott. Maybe he should have just put his foot on the ball and held it up for a second so that Mulholland could make his run in behind. Zuniga hitting the roof again. Mulholland finds Tiong on the other side of the court. And Tiong, that is a poor pass from Gordon Tiong. And just about to swap commentators here as Greg Farrell takes over for the rest of this match from me.
Good evening, ladies and gents. An enthralling match so far. So you see Zuniga get the ball forwards. Good block there by Kaijan. Enriquez spun well, but the left foot shot was blocked. Condors moving the ball around well. Looking to maintain possession wherever they can. Mulholland driving forwards. Great challenge there by Migliorelli, and then his shot goes wide. Excellent defensive work there, though, by Migliorelli. Campusano having a well-earned break. As Felipe Vera comes on. Young exchanges passes with Elliott and then Jean. Well defended there by Espinoza. Vera. His pass down the line for Migliorelli's cut out. And then his pass inside was cut out as well. Enriquez can't control the ball from Vera. Young with a little back roll. Now Jean for Elliott. Mulholland caught on the ball. Gets it out to Tiong. Back to Mulholland. Jean creating space for Elliott to run into. The ball over the top, though, from Mulholland. Just a little bit overhit. Young's pass to Jean was loose in the air, put him under pressure. Vera gets the ball out to Enriquez. Migliorelli. Well defended by Tiong. Great ball by Jean and Jahel one-on-one. His first shot was saved by Zuniga, who then leaps over Elliott. Condors counter-attacking well as Zuniga started that opportunity. Pumas slowing the game down at 1-0 down, a little bit strange. Jahel with a poor touch. Looks to go down the line, gets it to Tiong. Good tackle by Vera. Tiong's pass is short. Jahel from Stephenson. Stephenson now for Jahel again. Caught on the ball for a second time. Very short order. Amar Jahel, sloppy touch. Stephenson inside for Tiong, for Jean. Good turn by the number 10 in the middle of the court. Stephenson back to Jean. The Pumas building up some pressure, but that was well defended by Migliorelli. Migliorelli holds the ball up well. Vera looking down the line. Excellent passing from the Condors. Great skill there by Escobar. Tiong unable to keep the ball in. Atanasavici. And the number 13 taking the kick in. It's the ball. Now the Pumas again trying to maintain possession but can't do it. Amar Jahel, the free kick. Amar not having a great time of it at the moment. Vera looking up. Just a little bit over hit for De Silva Courier. Stephenson now for Jean. Nikeo back for Jean. The Condors have defended really well. 1v1. Atkinson, Avicii there. I'm sorry, that is a mouthful of a name. I believe the instruction from the Condors bench is to shoot. Espinosa on the ball. De Silva Courier looking a little unhappy about that. So now moving into position. Felipe Vera to the left. The shot. The wall was a little flimsy, but it got the block in. Vera. Espinosa, his pass cut out by Elliott. Mulholland does well defensively, wins the ball, drives forward, and he's fouled. Doesn't get an advantage. Good refereeing there. The advantage didn't occur. The Pumas now with an opportunity. Mulholland on the ball. The shot blocked. Kept in play by Espinosa, but he can only poke it forwards. Just under 10 minutes to go. At the moment, the Condors looking relatively comfortable defensively. The Pumas have been absolutely full of mistakes tonight. Certainly has not been one of their better games. In recent weeks, they have had some very good performances, but this not among them. Stephenson dispossessed by Espinosa, but will have the kick in. Elliott, first game back from an internship overseas. Defends well. Campesano with the shot, but just drifted wide. Pumas starting to get frustrated with each other. Good throw. Good throw forwards by Zuniga, but at the moment, neither side really latching on to much creatively. And Migliarelli there was not looking at the ball at all. Had no real intention of playing at the ball. As we see Rama Elliott to the left, Nikeo at the far post, Stephenson at the near post, and Mulholland over the ball. Can the Pumas come up with something here to get themselves back in the game? Not like that, they won't. Ignachenko had to clear after the what should have been goal-scoring opportunity for the Pumas. KO plays Elliott and Migliorelli clears the ball into the Pumas player. Get the kick in, gets the return ball, and that took a deflection out for a corner. Excellent hit there by Migliorelli. De Silva Correa looking like to receive the ball, does. Easy save for Ignachenko down low. Pumas putting each other under pressure, and they have just called a timeout, so we will be back very soon. We are back from our timeout. Pumas restarting play. Tiong looking for Elliott. Campesano putting the ball out of play. Tiong very deep. Jahel with space. That was his first very positive contribution tonight. Oh, KO was found at the far post by Elliott, but had to have a touch before hitting the volley. Lost the element of surprise. Nikeo from Tiong. Referee allowing play to go on. See if the Pumas can get a goal out of it. They can't. Waved away. Were the calls for the Pumas, from the Pumas for a free kick. Good pressure there on Tiong from De Silva Correa. Good ball movement from the Pumas, but they need to start making things happen. Less than 3.5 to go. De Silva Correa copying that ball in the face. De Silva Correa, unable to get to that throw over the top from Zuniga. Seems to have injured himself as he signaled to the bench to come off again. Jahel with a good touch. Condors now on 5 fouls after a rolling foul was just given. Pumas trying to get some momentum through movement. Great ball from Jahel for Tiong. Mulholland finishes bottom corner. That shift in mentality helped a lot. The movement from the Pumas, spurred on by the 5th foul, was a big thing to get them back into the game. And we'll be back after the timeout for the Condors. All right, so with 1:51 remaining, the Pumas have gotten themselves level. Can they now push on, or will the Condors respond to regain their lead? We are into the stop clock time, so every situation is essentially a new part of the game. Zuniga goes long. Tiong heads forward. Condors have still kept the ball. Felipe Vera unable to get the shot off initially. Now Mulholland and Zuniga deals with it. Jean for Jahel. Tries to cut it back. Campasano does well. And again, to block that shot from Mulholland. It's a very good block. 2 very good blocks from the number 16. Jean. Mulholland. Now, Condors streaming forwards. Campasano. Oh, ball just off his standing foot. He couldn't get it across to Espinoza. Now Jean driving forward. Good save by Zuniga. Be very difficult to beat from that sort of an angle. The shot stopper is about 6'3", potentially even taller. The first foul. First foul against the Condors results in a 10-meter penalty for the Pumas. Gordon Tiong up against Cristobal Zuniga. Good save by Zuniga. Throws forwards. Migliarelli one-on-one with Jean. Vera wins the ball back. A little bit of pinball going on at the moment as Migliarelli has the kick in. As 16 seconds remain. Migliarelli wins the tackle. And Vera feeds it in for Compasano to finish. That finish putting the Condors 2-1 up. With 5 seconds remaining. The final scored 2-1 to the Condors, with the goal at the death to Escobar, the number 11, against the run of play and after a 10-meter penalty. That was end-to-end stuff. And that keeps the Condors potentially in the running for a semi-final spot, mathematically at least. We'll be back in a sec with the statistics. So attempted passes, 310 for Condors, Pumas 400. Condors just under 200 completed passes, with the Pumas having 277. The possession statistics, 48.5% to Condors, 51.5% to Pumas. The final score, 2-1 to the Condors, a very big win potentially in their season. The outcome, seeing them come up the table and again still mathematically being in with a chance of the semi-finals. So we will be back with the Women's Supa-Liga match very soon between the Northern Hawks and the Perth Pumas.